Okay, my JoJo's Bizarre Adventure video went over mostly well. I mean, it's not my most popular video, but whatever. So I feel like it's okay to talk about anime again. I haven't done it very often on the channel. I've only done it twice, and the first video was a little controversial because I said it's why I don't watch anime anymore. A lot of people disagreed with me on that one. I don't care. Today I'm gonna ruffle some feathers, and I'm gonna match up two of my favorite villains from all anime: Madara Uchiha and Broly. Because I think a battle between the two of them could actually be really entertaining. But I know that a lot of people are going to be like, well, Broly would blitz Madara into Rid Rebirth, blah, blah, blah. Punch him in the planet Vegeta. I know. Broly is like the most strong fucking bad guy of like all Dragon Ball history. I'm pretty sure he's stronger than Jiren. I don't really know. I don't watch Super. But if Broly is still the way he's supposed to be just top tier. Just there is no competing against him. I mean, he was putting the work in on Golden Frieza for like an hour. So, but the thing is, Madara is really, really goddamn strong, and I get that. Like, as far as like just full force frontal assault from the two of them, it wouldn't even be fair. Madara would get erased, but Madara is smarter than that. Madara is like 65 years old. You know, like he's had a lot of time to become wise and gain combat experience. He knows that when you're faced with an enemy that's just stronger than you, the best move is not to just go full force at it. Because here's the thing about Madara. Well, he was to a white Zetsu. Kishimoto, the author and artist behind the Naruto manga, had to get rid of Madara somehow because he needed him out of the way by the time Kaguya showed up and didn't know how. He gave Sasuke and Naruto these huge power boosts, but it wasn't enough. Like, Madara was still too strong. After he absorbed the God Tree and became the Ten-Tailed Jinchuriki and got his second Rinnegan back, he was just too powerful. There was nothing that Sage of Six Paths Naruto and Sasuke could do. Like, still, they couldn't. And that's not to say that as far as, like, raw energy output, he can compete with Broly, but still, he's ultra powerful. He's got all these... Okay, he's got fire release, right? He's got wood release. Okay, cool. Fire release and wood release, pretty big deals on their own, right? Because all Uchiha have fire release, obviously. But wood release is a pretty freaking big deal, okay? Madara also has all the abilities of the six paths. You know, he's got Shinra Tensei, Chubaku Tensei, which is Almighty Push and Planetary Devastation. He's got whatever the pole one is, I really can't remember. Something Tenin, Basu Tenin, I can't remember. If he wanted, he could create his own six paths of pain, and with just straight up the Diva path and the Asura path and the Animal path, probably keep Broly pretty busy for a while as long as they are quick enough to not get hit. Because Broly is fast, right? Broly's fast enough to keep up with both Goku and Vegeta, but I get the feeling that fighting three people at the same time, or even up to 6, or up to 7 if he does decide to fight as well with his other abilities, apart from just his Rinnegan abilities, I feel like that would be a lot. And the reason I'm spending so much time on Madara's like abilities is because Broly in the new canon doesn't really have any feats apart from just fighting Goku. Like, I mean, old school Broly was just blowing up planets when he was younger. You know, Paragus was just letting him do it. But, I mean, in this new Super canon, Broly just doesn't have any feats. I mean, yeah, going almost kind of sort of pseudo Great Ape Super Saiyan is a pretty interesting feat, and then going Super Saiyan and laying the fuck smack on Goku and Vegeta is an interesting feat. Pushing Vegeta and Goku to going Super Saiyan Blue and fusing into Gogeta is an interesting feat. But as far as like just show of power, there's nothing that he really has that we've seen yet. But Madara also has, you know, his Limbo clones, and I feel like with 11 enemies on the field, Broly could easily become overwhelmed, especially when 4 of those enemies he can't even see, because you can't see Limbo clones unless you have a Rinnegan, and you can't sense them unless you have Six Paths Chakra. Broly doesn't have either of those things. Also, Broly is very quick to get angry. Like, if Madara were to punch Broly and he felt it, he'd get mad. He'd probably get really fucking mad, and he would lose control of himself in the fight. And that's actually to Madara's advantage, because if he can keep a distance while there's a rampaging enemy, he could just Chubaku Tensei, boom, he's up into this giant planetoid, which, yeah, he can break out. But in the time that it would take him to break out, probably a few seconds, Madara can come up with, like, okay, I'm going to use the human path to rip his soul out, and I win. Or I can use that prism move that Obito did when he was the Ten Tails Jinchuriki. I don't even know all the Ten Tails Jinchuriki abilities. Like, there's Sage Arts and stuff like that, like the Light Fang. The Light Fang, I don't know if Broly can dodge that. Now, Naruto dodged it, yeah, sure. It's light speed. Naruto was light speed, at least with reaction time. I don't know if Broly is light speed. I don't remember seeing Goku or Vegeta throw anything at Broly that was light speed, and Broly dodged it from point blank range. I don't think that that's something that happened. I can't just assume that Broly isn't light speed, but we haven't gotten any sort of confirmation or seen any feats from him that lead me to believe that he is, in fact, light speed. Are we good? I sure as hell hope so. So, point is, Madara has so many tricks up his sleeve. Like I said, he can put 11 enemies on the field, and they're all just him. Like, they're just extensions of Madara. Like, he could disrupt the playing field by using wood release, and now the arena's in the sky. Broly's disoriented for a second. Perfect Susanoo. Ba 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 ba. I don't even know what the perfect Susanoo could do against him. I don't think it would kill Broly, obviously, but I do think that it could buy him some time. Also, doesn't Madara have Genjutsu? Like, isn't his entire plan to cast an eternal Tsukuyomi off the fucking moon? Doesn't that mean he has a Genjutsu? I'd have to assume. Now, we don't know what his Mangekyo Sharingan ability is, but there is reason to believe that he has the ability to turn back time, as shown in a Generations cutscenes, Storm Generations. You can say Storm Generations isn't canon whatsoever, whatever you want, but it is still written by Kishimoto, so I feel like we have to accept that. What else can Madara do? I'm pretty sure he can use Izanagi, right? Or Izanami, even. Because if he wanted to... Yeah, he does have Genjutsu. Izanagi and Izanami are both still Genjutsu that he has access to. And if he has a Rinna Sharingan in the middle of his forehead, right, he's still got enough Sharingan powers to do that. So maybe that eye would just go blind forever if he used Izanagi. But, well, he does have Senju. He has Senju DNA, so maybe not. Maybe he can even use Izanagi for longer than 60 seconds. So Broly's like, well, I'll come at you, I'm getting you. And he's just like, I'm probably going to get blitzed with this Izanagi. I'm now invincible. I am indestructible. I cannot lose for at least 60 seconds. And so in that time, he can use, like I said, the human path to rip his soul out, the Naraka path to, again, kill him, the animal path to blitz him, keep him busy, the Ashura path to do whatever, the Diva path. Even if he doesn't want to use paths, he can still use all of the Rinnegan abilities on his own. And combining that with Limbo clones, I just don't see any way that Broly can really put up a fight. Broly is extraordinarily powerful, but when it comes to combat strategy, it is not a thing he is strong with. Madara will find a way to get around his awesome power and beat him. I'm not going to say that Sasuke and Naruto combined are anywhere near Broly level. I don't even think they're Goku level combined, all right? I'm a huge Naruto fan, but I just understand that the scaling of power in Dragon Ball Z is absolutely absurd. Goku is just fuck-smacking characters that blew up entire planets with one attack. Frieza blew up at least Namek and Vegeta. Maybe he's blown up other planets. I don't know. We haven't seen him do it. But the fact of the matter... No, he did blow up another planet in Resurrection F. So, like, if Goku is just cock-smacking planet busters, obviously, if he's losing to Broly, Broly is just another level of just being too damn powerful. I get that. I mean, they blew up Antarctica just by slapping each other. All right? I'm not stupid. But, like I've been explaining this entire time, if Madara really does have the ability to turn back time and he can use Izanagi to become invincible for 60 seconds, what is Broly really going to do? Madara has the ability to learn everything necessary to know about Broly and then go back in time to before he knew what he knew and use it. Like, oh well, if Broly goes Super Saiyan, who's to say that Madara is really gonna push Broly to going Super Saiyan? Like I said, Madara is not as physically powerful as Goku. He cannot punch as hard as Goku can. He might not even stress Broly out to the point where he goes Super Saiyan, because as we saw in the Super Saiyan movie, Super Saiyan is a lot like Sharingan. It takes something traumatic to awaken it. You know, for Vegeta, he had to learn that Goku was just more powerful than him, and that's just how it worked. For Goku, Krillin had to die. For Trunks, Gohan had to die. For Gohan, he had to be forced to remember everything that, you know, his family has been through, his friends, and that he wasn't strong enough to do anything about it at the time. That's why he went Super Saiyan. He went Super Saiyan 2 because Android 16 died. Broly went Super Saiyan because Frieza killed his father right in front of him. He didn't know it was Frieza. He thought it was Goku or whatever because Frieza lied to him. But the fact of the matter is, his dad died. He went Super Saiyan. There might not be a catalyst in this fight that would trigger Broly to go Super Saiyan. And I know it doesn't seem fair that I'm using God Tree absorbed Rene Sharingan Eternal Tsukuyomi Madara against, you know, base form Broly, but you have to remember, base form Broly would still smack Madara into the concrete and he would just become instantly dead if he can hit him critically. You know, I'm doing all of this based on the assumption that Madara would realize very quickly that he is too weak to just overpower Broly and would have to come up with an alternative method. Hopefully I have explained my point well enough. I would actually really like to do more anime matchups. Like, I want to put Madara up against a couple more people like Sosuke Aizen, Dio, Itachi even. I don't think Itachi would be able to beat Madara, but I do think it would be an interesting conversation to have. So, like I said, I want to do more anime stuff because I have watched a lot of anime, and Madara versus Ashura from Soul Eater, that would be pretty cool, I think. This is all fabric. It looks like I have this massive bingo wing. Anyway, if you agree with me at all in the comments, please do let me know. If you disagree, that's fine too. Let me know in the comments. Like I said, Madara can't just beat Broly. No, that's just not going to happen. But again, I really do think that with enough strategy, he can find a way to beat Broly. The Rinnegan is the pathway to many abilities that some would consider unnatural, and I think that with one of those unnatural abilities, he could stand a chance. So, I'll see you soon. I didn't do the sound.